I'm planting cucumbers in the raised garden on both sides. Hopefully it'll make a barrier from the sun a little bit to let the other plants survive it. I'm going to be putting in here. There you go. Let's go up the chicken wire, up the sides here. Hopefully cover the top. Staying on the opposite end. Putting cucumbers. Don't know what else I'm going to put in here. I think put some zucchini, some beans. See what else? I don't know yet. But this is the other part of the garden. This other raised part. The other part I have in the back. This one's in full sun, so I'm going to see how they do. Hopefully the cucumbers will grow up the sides and maybe help them grow on the top. Get some shading from the sun. Because it does get out here real hot out here in Texas. If not, I would have to make some type of screening system. But we'll see how that goes. It should go alright, I think. And always, as soon as you plant, that's what I do. Keep your plants hydrated. Put water. A little bit. Just to get them started. So of course they're going to go into shock. Remember, I'm just a beginner, but I know you got to do this. I try to avoid wetting the leaves. I sped up the process here so you wouldn't have to go through a long process, but I put these wood chips. They said they're good for vegetables or regular plants, that the dye would not affect them or hurt the plants at all. But I put them in there to stop the weed growth, but it's basically like, it looks good and everything. I mean, it's good to look good, but I think to stop the weed growth is basically just put some hay down or something, or just be on it, but it's still the weeds will still go through it if you don't stay on it, because when it rains and the wind blows, it's gonna move some around, the chips around. But it does look good. Looks real good. I like it. These are the banana peppers that I'm planting. You gotta kind of squeeze the container a little bit to get them out when they're stuck in there. I kind of like to, if the roots are all twisted in there, I kind of just mess them up a little bit like this, or I stick them in. Not real hard, just move them, rough them up, like as long as they get a little like hairy out. So when you put them in the ground, they could really get growing real fast, more root growth. And all the leaves at the bottom, I like to take off. I don't want no leaves that touch the ground. If they touch the ground and cause bacteria growth, and the plant tends to get weak and die. So I'm trying to focus on keeping everything off the ground. So if you watch me doing it, that's what I'm doing, just pinching them off. Trying not to tear the stem or nothing. And these are the bell peppers, the red bell peppers I'll be planting. You gotta try to, I got 3 plants in one container, so it was kind of a trouble trying to get them loose, as you can see. I had to kind of work with them for a while. So I sped it up so it wouldn't seem that long, but it took a little while. That's all I could say. So I don't want to break the stems or break the roots. But it's always good. I always look for, like, containers. You're gonna buy some plants or something. Just look around in there. You might find one that has 2 in it or 3 in it. Just check and see if the stem goes all the way down into the pot, and that's a bonus I look for. Me and my wife will look for that. But that's it. Simple. So I got these bell peppers with the other banana peppers, and then also I'm gonna put some more peppers in here. That might sound like a broken record, but like I said, once you plant, always put water. Always put water. And if you see them later on all wilted, hanging over or something, hanging to the side, don't worry about it. As long as you water them afterwards, and the next day they might be like that again, but they go into shock and they'll come back. But these didn't get that bad. They didn't get that much shock, because I immediately watered them right afterwards, and do it at a cool time too, early in the morning right before it gets dark. Some more pepper plants that I'm planting. I'm also gonna plant each one of these plants, and I'm gonna plant them in different areas too, to make sure, I mean, to see which one they grow at better. And next year I'll stick to that spot, I guess, because I've been working on that other raised garden and it was just too hot, and a lot of it died. Unfortunately, it was just too hot. I mean, no shade. So I'm gonna have to move that raised garden over in this area. The next video I'll show you that. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but oh well, has to be done. a little bit of water. Yeah, and these tomato cages do help better on the pepper plants rather than using bamboo sticks. For me, that is, because then you could when the pepper plants get big, I mean it'll hold them up and grow them bigger, especially when the wind gets up with the storms. Right here, I'm planting some couple of acorn in here, acorn squash inside here, and let's see how they grow in here and let's see if they get a little ground cover to get some moisture in the soil for all the pepper plants. I don't know. I'm just gonna try it out and see what happens. I hope these little guys make it because they are little. They're little babies right now. I hope so. We'll see what happens. Just water them good. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, share with your friends, share with everybody. This is my first garden. I'm just learning how to do this, and I hope you like it.